All right, and we're back with another live. Okay, so last live, if you don't know, my name is Amy and I live in Albania. And last live, we talked about family, what it was like to come here, the decision. But I kind of want to go in depth on this live, and I promise on YouTube, I will break the section down and figure out, you know, how to break it up into parts. So if you see the live, go ahead and come in. You are always invited to join the panel about moving abroad, or if you have moved abroad. Hey Larry, what's up? If you have moved abroad, you can go ahead and tell me. If not, you can tell me where you want to go, because clearly there's a movement in America of people wanting to leave America but wanting to go to different places. So I would love to answer any questions. But for now, I have a couple of things that we can talk about. Okay. And like I said, if anybody wants to, hey Larry, yeah, it's good to see you too. It's good to see you too. What I'm actually gonna do, give me 1 second, y'all. I always try to do this. Even if you're a little shy, if you don't want to, like say anything or whatever, I'm gonna put up a poll and y'all just tell me whether or not you do want to live out the country, and if so, where you would want to go. So let me just see if I can do that. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So it should be out there now. So if you do, and go ahead and get those likes up. Thank you so much. I see a couple of people tapping the screen. We're gonna just keep tapping. I love that. So I want to know, like, if you want to live outside the country, if you have lived outside the country, like, where do you want to go? Because I want to know. Right now I'm living in Albania, but I have lived in other countries before. But right now I know that Albania is going to be the longest country by far that I've stayed in, because I've been here for like a couple of months. So let's go into the first one. Everybody has a wow moment and a moment where they, yes, Larry, yep, I'm in Albania. That's where I'm here right now. It's like really late in the evening. And as you can hear, I got like the Albanian music in the background, because, we're just trying to like put this country back on the map. It's been through so much, and there's been like so many like, things that have happened with this country. And now, okay. Yes. Would you ever move abroad? Okay. Where? Where would that be? When did that happen? That happened a couple of months ago. So I moved a couple of months ago. So I've been here for about 2 going on 3 months, but I plan on staying for a lot longer than that. So I'm pretty excited. I'm very, very excited. So, he said, I'd go to Japan. Ooh, Larry, tell me why you go to Japan. Because I think that's a good idea. Japan, I heard that like a lot of people live long enough. Like they live for a really, really long time in Japan. I think it's like called like a blue zone. It's one of those blue zones where people live like past 100. But it says, fair enough, do you like it there? I love it in Albania right now. It's so nice. The food is good. The weather is what it is. Like I'm used to it being like pretty much like freezing right now. But it's pretty good, the temperature. Their winter is just full of rain. It's not a lot of snow. But, moving abroad does a lot to you. It's a lot to get used to. But I'm grateful for this experience, definitely. So the wow moment, Larry, you work on that question, because I want to know. It says, as far as me going to Japan, it's because of culture. I love the respect, the art, the community. Yeah, yes. That's so true. Because I heard that they are really, really big on respect. And the community aspect, I heard that's another big thing. I'm not too familiar with their art. Beside like, like, I don't want to call them cartoons, but like, beside like the things you can see on TV and, what you can read. But, I heard that like the community, they have a really, really big sense of community. Yes, thank you, anime. Yeah. I was gonna call it manga, but I think that's like the what you can read, right? I don't know. You have to correct me on that one. But let's see what I can do here. I think I'm gonna make this. All setting the planet. Ooh, hold on. All right. All right. So I don't know if that just switched out the layout, but if anybody wants to come up, feel free because we could talk about it. Trust me, I'm still getting in the hang of this whole like inviting people up, so don't think that I'm ignoring anybody. But what was I gonna say? So yeah, the first topic that I want to talk about really is about Larry, you can tell me if the grid changed because you're gonna help me out tonight. I'm sorry I'm putting that responsibility on you, but Gibran, I don't know if I said that right, but Gibran, you're still there. Thank you, I appreciate it. So yeah, like I said, don't be shy. If you know somebody who would like to come up or you want to come up, no problem with me. That's totally fine. So first thing I want, yeah, I said it right. Okay, good. It says, what's my responsibility? I want you to tell me if there's like a grid next to it, if it's just me, like regular, or if there's like boxes on the side where other people can join. Because I'm still trying to get the hang of this. I'm going to switch it up. Let's see. I'll go to fixed panel. Oh, no, never mind. I see it myself right here. All right, cool. So, yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go into the wow moment in Albania. So when I first moved to Albania, there was like a lot of things that made me realize like, oh my God, like I'm actually here. Like I'm actually in Europe. So who's this? So, one of the things that I realized is that I don't drive here, and I'm used to driving in like a suburban place. Like back in the United States, I lived in like a suburban area, so you had to drive to get everything. And thank you for everybody coming into the room. Let's get those likes up. We're at 166, but like I want to cover a lot of topics, but we have to get to a certain point in our likes, so let's get that going. Who's this? This lovely person here. Ooh. All right, y'all, I'm still figuring out my live, so whatever buttons I press is what they're going to be. But anyway, my wow moment in Albania, it says, where in the States are you from? So I'm from New York. So anyway, I realized that not driving was like the biggest thing to me that like, it didn't hurt my pride, but it was like, man, like I can really like walk 2 steps and I'll get everything that I need. Like if I need groceries, I can find a grocery place, the nail place, a playground literally, and like anything that I need, clothing store, all in like one street. And I noticed that Europe is set up like that because when I lived in Italy, it was the same thing. It was like you can walk down the street and it's like you found a bar, you found a place to, buy some basic clothes. It says, yeah, car dependency is unfortunately an American problem. What about the food difference? Ooh, I want to answer that question. I really, really do, Jay. Thank you so much for coming in and asking me that. By the way, if you do come in, don't forget to hit those likes. Just double tap that screen for me. That will be fantastic because I want to educate as much people as I can about what it's like to move abroad. So, let's go back to the wow factor and then I'll talk about the food in a second. So yeah, the car dependency, you could barely get like a lot of, you had to drive long places, like a long time to get somewhere. You know what I mean? Thank you for liking that screen. Thank you. Thank you, Tip. I appreciate it. Oh, hey Tip, how are you? All right, I'm going to go on his live, I think, later, too. So stick around because you're probably going to see my face a lot tonight. Anyway, so the driving, I don't know if you guys know, but like ShopRite and Costco and BJ's and Wegmans, Kroger's, like they don't have any of those here. So like those places that you can get like bulk items, it's not really happening. So that kind of made me feel like, man, like I gotta go into these grocery stores that are like no bigger than my room just to get like, you know, it says that's good because I miss your face. Larry, stop. You already know what to say to get me to laugh. Um, ooh, I like that question, 100520. I like that question. I like that. So give me a moment. I'll get back to you on that one. So, like I said, there's no places to buy stuff in bulk. And so I felt like I find myself shopping every 3 days. And in America, like you can only shop like once a week, and like that was pretty much it because the bill would be so high. And now I find myself grocery shopping like every 3 days. Let me turn this down. Yeah. So I find myself shopping like every 3 days, and it's insane. Um, and then the third thing is someone asked me and my mom if we spoke English. That obviously never, ever, ever, ever happened. Oh, we're at 1K likes. Thank you so much. Remember, everybody who's in the room, go ahead and keep tapping those hearts. Like, I like that. Thank you so much. So, the other day, somebody asked me and my mom if we spoke English. And that never happens in an English speaking country. So I was like, yes, I do. And I was so honored. And I was like really proud of that. And we were able to provide that person assistance, but it's so rare. And it made me think like, wow, I'm actually here. Like, I'm actually here. So before we move to the next topic, someone asked about food and someone asked about work. So I made a very in-depth video. I'm going to start with the food first. With the food, there's actually a video coming out regarding what it's like to consume food here. And all I can summarize it as is that your body's going to go through a detox. When you move to a different country, your body is going to go through a detox, especially if you're moving to a country that has more natural food. And like for me, the first time I had like, I couldn't even explain it, but like things like cucumbers, broccoli, everything, carrots especially, like that's a big one over here. Pomegranate, like I hated the taste of pomegranate because when you get that juice, the one that everybody knows that's shaped like an hourglass, it's not that good. But that does not taste like pomegranate. Like that is not pomegranate. When you have the pomegranate over here, it's like it's sweet. It's like it literally tastes like candy. The strawberries taste like candy. Like I know I'm saying every fruit tastes like candy, but that's why they call fruit nature's candy, because when you go to an actual country where you're not having stuff put into your food, like you have to like realize that your body's gonna have to get adjusted to actually eating real food. You know what I'm saying? It's like what some people might see when they feed their, I hate to say this, but like feed their dogs like natural food as opposed to like, like the little kibble, like the dry kibble. Like if you try feeding your dog like some real like food, then you'll see that you'll see the transformation that you're. Hey, what's up, Julian? You can come up anytime if you want to. If not, it's all good. But welcome in. So what I was saying is that like the food, you're going to get sick before you get healthy. And a lot of people are afraid of that. But honestly, any detox is going to get you, you know how you feel when you go through detox. And so I find myself eating more vegetables over here and actually being able to taste them. Like being able to like crunch on them, being able to actually taste the nutrients and everything. You can kind of feel what your body has missed all those years. And again, I'm not saying that one country is better than the other. It's just my experience because I understand. And I've seen other videos. I saw a video today about how someone felt like when they had their experience in Albania, it was a little bit more on the negative side. So I'm not going to say when you come here, all your dreams are going to come true. You just have to make it the best. You have to make it what you want to make it, if that makes sense. So Another person asked me about about work and what you do for work. Now, I made a whole in-depth video about that. If you guys choose to subscribe, again, it is not mandatory. I'm still gonna provide the best information I can, but I go a little bit more in depth about what it's like to do the jobs that people are telling you to do when you move over to foreign countries, like teaching English, doing something digital, even staying with your American companies. But what I can say is that be prepared to open your mind to other options, because the options that people are telling you to take, it may or may not work out in your favor. It depends on how you move about it. So in those videos, I go in depth about the English teaching company that I worked for, what that experience was like, and pretty much, hey, what's up? Welcome to the room. Remember, when you come in our room, just go ahead and hit the like button. Just do what you gotta do, and feel free to ask me any questions. I'm only gonna be on here for like, I may be on here till like 8, and it's 7:18 my time, so pretty much like 40 more minutes. So yeah. So just keep in mind, a lot of people are going to tell you, oh, it's easy if you just do this and do that. Like, nothing is easy, but it's not that difficult. You know what I'm saying? So, it says, I'm game for 40 more minutes. Larry, every time. Okay, Larry. I'm glad to hear that. So, yeah, let me just make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions. I'm gonna scroll up. Okay, I have people saying, says, I have pomegranate from Egypt. It is way better. Exactly. Yes, the pomegranate from Egypt is way better. Um, I don't know why, Larry, that comment got shadowed. This is another great thing, is that walking everywhere is great for your health. Exactly, yes. And that's the thing. I feel like when you come from America, like, we're given so much, which is nothing wrong, because I know that people coming to America appreciate all the opportunities. And again, I am always going to be grateful that that was my starter country. I call it my starter country because I'll always learn the English. I'll always know the English language, which is a number one language when it comes down to business, which is very important when you communicate. But also, I do understand the value of getting outside of your area and seeing things that are, that you're not used to seeing, because I feel like that helps you expand your mind. Like, they say, I'm not going to go into it. Well, yes, I am. But they say that, like, your brain is moldable. Like, think about it as Play-Doh. And if you're just putting it in the star mold your whole life, all you're going to have is the star mold. But if you put it into like a circle or a square, you'll be able to, like, it's different. But let me not go into a tangent, because this is not a psychology show. And so, anyway, so the next topic is about how to self-soothe when you feel out of place. So that's one of the things you're gonna have to, like, kind of like figure out, is that when you're out of place in a country, like, that's natural. So don't think that, like, you're like doing something bad just because you don't feel normal. You know what I'm saying? So when you feel out of place, like I have felt when I went to Italy, that was the first time I felt that way. I was like so irritated when I went there, because I was like, oh, you don't have my basic things. It's too hot. And it is very hot over there. Oh, the air conditioner, the water is not cold. Like, it was like every single thing was just like bigger than what it should be. But what I was able to, hold on, y'all, give me a second. Okay. What I was able to do was, I was able to, sorry, y'all, I'm like distracted by like 10,000 things, so forgive me. But what I was able to do was, I tried my best to find, hey,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Good, good. Did you have any questions about moving abroad, or do you live abroad or anything?
Well, I'm from Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You?
I'm from New York.
Oh, okay. How is New York?
New York is pretty good, but I don't know. I don't live there anymore, so we're just out and abroad. But I heard Texas is beautiful sometimes when it's not a lot of storms.
Oh yeah, like where we stay at it's nice.
Okay.
The population is about 50,000. Um, real home people, so it's a safe
Hmm.
place.
Okay, good. Well, if somebody's never traveled to Texas, what would you tell them to do? What's your advice for them?
I would say visit San Antonio, maybe Dallas, but I live in Del Rio, Texas.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, if you can go to any country, what would it be?
I'm sorry.
If you could go to any country, what would it be?
Uh, Probably France, Paris.
Oh, okay. Tell me about that.
Well, I mean, I when I was younger, I took a little bit of uh, like French kind of like words, but
Okay.
and I also like Korean people. So
Okay. So you want to go to South Korea too?
yeah, Seoul, Korea.
Okay, nice, nice. So if you had to choose one though, because you threw me off with two, so you're gonna do South Korea or France?
I would go to South Korea because I love the kimchi. I love the food that they have. Really good food.
Okay, nice. All
Yeah.
right, I'm picking up an accent though. Where are you from? Like, where you from
Well,
like
I'm from
ethnically?
Texas.
No, I know I'm from Texas, but like, what's your ethnicity?
Well, I mean, I'm Mexican American. I just
Oh,
followed you, of
oh, well, thank you so much. I do appreciate it.
course. How many followers do you have?
See, I lost count, but it's not about that. It's about the community. You know what I'm saying?
You have, let's see here.
Probably, I don't know.
Oh, you have 3,745. I've got a close to 4,000
Nice. Okay. Okay.
also,
And
yeah.
Larry knows it too. He's all on it. Thanks, Larry, in the comments. It's crazy. He's my number one. He's been there for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Now, you can't ask a woman her age.
Can I guess?
If you want.
22.
Around there, yeah. We'll keep it like that. Yep.
Okay. What about me?
You want me to guess? Oh man, you're gonna get me in trouble with that.
No, it's okay.
Nah, I would say maybe 35. I don't know. Am I right?
Wow. No.
No? Oh, more higher. Oh man. Okay. Well, you could have fooled me because you have a very youthful spirit.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 52.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. Like I said, you fooling me because everybody on here looks great. Maybe you have a filter on. I don't know.
No, it's just my face. No, I don't use filters. So
Have you lived in Texas all your life or did you move from one place?
all my life.
All your
Yeah,
life.
I was born in Dallas, uh, raised there, and I went to Justin F. Kimball High School, and then I came to Del Rio also. I moved here about 6 years ago.
Okay. What's the difference from where you grew up and where you are now?
Well, the reason that I moved is because my father had passed away in 2014,
Oh, I'm
and
sorry to hear that.
my mom moved down here, so I just moved over here, and then she moved in with me. So we take care of each other. So
Good. That's important. You know,
yeah,
family's
for
definitely
sure.
important. That's one thing that a lot of people when they do live in America, like it seems like they try to separate the family sometimes, you know, but
Right.
you coming from like you said you have a Mexican background, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I noticed that, you know, with the Mexican culture, the Europeans, like especially the Italians and stuff like that, they're very, very good on family. And that's why I tell people get out your area because no matter what, you're always going to have a sense of community. They may not
Yeah.
be your biological family, but they're going to treat you like they are, you know?
Well, my last name Patiño is Spanish. It's a
Mm-hmm.
Spain kind of name, so it's Patiño.
Patiño.
Yeah, with
Okay.
the Ñ.
Oh, okay, with the okay, I know. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, nice. That's
you,
awesome.
you have a very pretty face.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah,
you. Larry, what are you talking about? I said I might have to come to Albania someday to say hi. Well, listen, tickets are cheap, so I'm more than welcome to help people move abroad and whatever they need, you know. Larry, you're funny. Um, But you know what? Oops. Hold on. Decline that. Okay. But you know what? I do appreciate you coming up and just telling us about yourself because it's very important. I love learning about different people. You know what I
sure.
mean?
My father used to play on the PGA Tour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he played with Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, Gary
Mm-hmm.
Player. I used to caddy for him, so
How was that?
oh, it was nice. I got to meet a lot of famous people.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
amazing. That really is amazing. Did you have to travel different places or it was
Oh,
always in
yeah.
Texas?
Well, I mean, I usually just caddied for him in Texas, but we went to California, just different places where he played at.
Oh, nice.
So he actually, 4 years he was on the tour. So, I got to witness a lot of good players.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And what was California like for you?
Oh, nice.
What part?
Well, I guess it's the East Coast, right?
Yeah, well, no, that's California is the West Coast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what part of California did you go to?
Long Beach.
Long Beach. Oh, okay. I've never been there.
Yeah, my dad played the Long Beach Open. Had a good time out there.
Nice. Okay. So
Yeah,
you picked up the golfing from Daddy?
well, they took us as brothers,
Ah, okay.
believe it or not. So, just so you know,
Thank
my
you,
phone
Primal.
might die. So,
It's okay.
in
It's
case
all
we
right.
get cut off,
It's okay. I appreciate you coming up. I mean, if you want to save your battery, we can always talk any other time. It's totally fine. But, you know, I appreciate you coming up. Definitely.
well,
Definitely.
I followed you, and I'll look you up. Okay.
All right. Let me go ahead and hit that follow for you too. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're so sweet.
Thank you. Thank you. Larry said I went to Long Beach many times and I used to work out there. Okay. All right. Larry, you are the California King, I'm assuming. And Primal Savage, I see you. Thank you so much for the rose. I appreciate you all the time. Um, but yeah, okay, Larry and Primal gonna have a little conversation amongst themselves. But so you said, okay, so tell me, I'm a little thrown off with the South Korea thing. You're gonna have to tell me a little bit more about that. What was
Well,
the
I
thing
I
that
used
made
to
you
work.
say,
I used
Yeah.
to work for some. Yes, mom. No, I'm sorry.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
I used to work for some Korean people. They were in the jewelry business, diamonds, gold, and he was a wholesaler. So he would sell to a lot of companies and got to, get my hands in that. So I became a jeweler also by trade. And I used to cut names out of gold plates, repair rings, chains, all
Mm.
kinds of stuff like that.
Mm. Well, now you told me about that. I have to ask because there's a lot of situations going on where people don't want the 3D printed diamonds, but they want the regular ones you can, I guess, dig up or whatever they do. What do you think about that? Because I know there's a little bit of an issue between Europe and America with that.
Well, I have you ever heard of moissanite?
Mm-hmm.
Moissanite is a very good stone.
Mm.
It's better than a cubic zirconium, and they're actually not that expensive, but they're flawless. I mean, they look just like diamonds, you
Wow.
know. Yeah, really.
You think somebody can trick you with a moissanite? You would know the
Sure,
difference? Oh,
sure.
wow. They're
Yeah.
that good.
I don't think I would ever do that, like if I was getting married to a woman, uh, I would tell her, hey, it's a diamond or it's not, you know,
Yeah.
gotta
I
gotta be truthful. So
Okay. So it seems like your interaction with the South Koreans, and I call them South Koreans because they have a little bit of an issue with the North Koreans,
yeah,
but it seems like your interaction with the South Koreans that you worked with or worked for inspired you to embrace yourself in
yeah,
that culture,
they're
right?
very humble people, very
Mhm.
humble. The people that I worked for, the lady, she took me in like I was her son.
Wow.
And yeah, I did everything for her, like pick up.
Uh-oh. Did we lose you? Uh-oh, I think we lost you, Robert. All right, Robert, we're gonna wait for you to connect, okay? All right. All right, so while we wait for Robert to come back, and again, Primal Savage, thank you so much. He'll come back. He will definitely come back. He's always invited. And if anybody else wanted to come up, I think I disconnected the grid thing for like a couple, but um that's fine. Anyway, so what were we talking about? Because I know Larry was going in. He was going in about the Diamonds. He was going in about the Dodgers, and I know nothing about sports. Um, oh, self-soothing. That's what I want to talk about because we have about less than 30 minutes. But when you self-soothe, it's very, very important to self-soothe yourself because when you move to a foreign country, you're not going to know, like, obviously, you're not going to know your way around. You're going to feel lonely. You're going to feel isolated. You're going to feel like I said, out of place. So what I've found with moving to a different country is that you have to find your comfort. You're responsible for your comfort. So me, for example, I'm gonna show y'all something and don't laugh at me. But I have a big bag of sunflower seeds, right? Because back in the United States, I absolutely love these. And obviously, I'm not sponsored by these people. So eat them at your own risk. Talk to your doctor if you're allergic to seeds or nuts, okay? Because I'm not responsible. Um, but these are one of the things that bring me comfort that these are one of the things that keep me comfortable. So it's like if I'm having a rough day or like today, the weather is absolutely horrible right now. It's raining, there was lightning and thunder, like all of that. Excuse me. Oh, and I see we got the likes up. Thank you so much. So keep hitting that. Um, this is dang it, I was ready to laugh. It's okay, Larry. You get a pass. You can laugh. It's fine. You and Primal can get a pass on that one. So anyway, so my comfort is snacks. So if you like yourself some hot chocolate when it's cold, go find you some hot chocolate. If you like yourself like a little bit of juice, whatever, you go ahead and you do that as long as it's not hurting yourself or others. I have to put that disclaimer out. And again, for example, like for TikTok purposes, this is soda, literally lemon soda, right? And that is the closest thing I can get to Sprite around here. So I always tell people, like, listen, find your comfort, because on those days where you do feel low, and it may happen when you're in a new country, it's important that you like go out there and discover and find what makes you comfortable. Even when it comes down to movies, if you have access to Netflix, which most countries do, find yourself like a good like Netflix show. Immerse yourself in an activity. Like if you're used to skateboarding, don't abandon that because you left your home country. If you're used to knitting, find some yarn, find some knitting gear, find whatever you need. If you're used to bike riding, a lot of places in Europe have those bikes that you can just rent for a moment. It says, do they sell Mountain Dew out there? I have not seen Mountain Dew, and I know that I just said that they don't have Sprite, but it's very rare that you see Sprite. And if you see Sprite, it's probably like 4 cans in like a small fridge with like the rest of the sodas, but like you won't see as much as you would in your home country. But you would find something similar, like because your comfort is the most important thing. You need to have your level of comfort, because when it's time, like I said, when you feel those like low moments, when you feel those sad moments, it's like you're gonna need something to fall back on, and you don't want to go insane, because not only are you quote unquote alone, but you are in an unfamiliar place. And yeah. And also, I would say embrace it. Embrace the fact that you feel out of place. Embrace the fact that you might feel a little bit alone. You know what I mean? So before we move on to the next topic, I want to get us to about like 3K before I move on to the next topic. We're at 2.5, so I know we can do it. So go ahead and just go as much as you can. Go ahead and get them likes up. 2.6, good. Let's keep them up. Let's keep them up. So it says, Primal said, Mountain Dew is my go-to drink. Mountain Dew it's very interesting, that taste. Primal, I want to know why Mountain Dew as opposed to any other soda, because that's interesting to me. So yeah, okay, we're at 2.7. Let's get up to 3K and we can get to the next topic about what I miss about home. And that's a juicy one because I wrote down a lot for this and I want to be able to say it on this live. So let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. So again, the wow moment in Albania, told y'all not driving. There's no like bulk stores, and just someone asking you if you speak English. Like those are really unique questions that I was asked that let me know, and things that I've experienced so far that let me know, like, oh my gosh, like I'm really, like, me and my family are really like out here, like, you know. And it says, I like that they come in different flavors. Mountain Dew comes in different flavors? They do? I had no idea. All right, we're at 2.9, almost 3K. We're almost there. Do they have lemonade out there? Oh, yes, they do. And let me tell you, the lemons are, they are so good. The lemons are so good, like, and they're huge. And what I like about Europe is that they're not stingy with their fruit. So if you walk past and you see a lemon tree, you can just grab it and go. Most of the time, like especially here, they have like a lot of fruit vendors. There'll be like 10 on one street. But in Italy or maybe other parts of Europe, if you just see like a lemon tree or you see an apple tree, like as long as it's not like on, like you're not stepping on the person's property, then you can definitely just grab that fruit and go. All right, so nice. Now that we're at 3K, thank you so much, Primal. And I know, Larry, you did it too. Thank you so much for the both of you for liking the live. I love it. And everyone else who's also in here, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have any questions, do not be afraid. Okay. So, so the third one is what I miss about home. So we're gonna break that down, and since it's 7:42 my time, this may or may not be the last topic, but that's exciting because tomorrow I have like 3 or 4 more topics I could tell you. So anyway, and Primal, did I say thank you for the heart me? Thank you so much for the heart that you gave earlier. I didn't forget that. I just forgot to say it, but I didn't forget that you did it. So anyway, so what I miss about home. Similar to what I said in the beginning topic, it is about driving. Driving is one thing that I miss about home. Like I'm so afraid that like when I go back to United States, I'm going to forget how to drive, but I'm not planning to go back there anytime soon, so it's not like, hopefully. So there's really no need to learn how to drive. I do drive like I do have a permit to drive in this country, but the way they drive over here, I'm very, very scared. So just know that when you go to like Italy or Albania or most European countries, you have to be very, very aware of your surroundings because you'll be like walking and next thing you know, like a car will go like right past you. And in Albania, they treat their cars like they would treat like their babies. Like they put so much investment in their cars. There are literally like every store that I go to has a big section for cars, like car perfume. I only can say car perfume because that's really what sticks out to me because there's so many scents that they have that I never even knew that like I feel like the way people treat their houses in America is the way people treat their cars in Albania. Like people will spend like thousands, hundreds of thousands on their cars, and the car will already be $100 and something thousand. So yeah, car perfume, exactly. That was my mind too. I was like, question mark. It says Albania has a car culture. Yes, Albania has a car culture, and it's all because of I don't know if TikTok will get mad at me if I say this word, but if you look at the history of Albania, there was a dictatorship in like that ended just in 1991, and a lot of people could not own cars. So them driving cars over here is like a sign of liberation. Like they will have a Range Rover, and like you'll see Range Rovers, like newer ones, Audis, Mercedes is a big one. Big ones are Range Rover too, or Land Rover, whatever. But like you'll see those types of cars there, and they'll have pretty cars before they even move out of their family's house. But that's not a bad thing because most people in Europe, they do live with their families a lot longer because, it's all about generational wealth. It's not like, oh, you're 18, bye. They don't really do that here. So, it says, yeah, they were under exactly. Exactly, Larry. That's correct. They were under the Soviet thing. Yeah. It says, I get good care of your car, but to buy perfume, yeah. So honestly, like, hold on. So yeah, car perfume is like a really big thing, and it comes with every single scent. And it was funny enough, they had a scent called American Dream, and you smell it and it smelled like a nightmare. Like it was absolutely disgusting. But to each his own because they do whatever they want with their cars here. So second thing about what I miss about home is US holidays. Halloween was sad for me this year. I'm not gonna lie, because Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. And although they had kids who were trick-or-treating and everything like that, it was like, oh, we're at 4.1 thousand likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Again, just keep tapping that screen. Keep tapping that screen, y'all. You're doing amazing. This is American Dream. Maybe it's a social commentary. LOL. Yeah. That's true, Larry. That's exactly true. So, so like I said, Halloween was a little sad for me this year because you didn't see as many trick-or-treaters. I only saw one fruit stand that had a bunch of pumpkins. It wasn't like that Halloween vibe. So I wound up watching like I think Wednesday on Netflix, like that day, just to kind of like live and be in that spirit. I think also too, I'm gonna show you guys actually, speaking of Halloween, this was the only Halloween decoration I could find. This was like a pack of three coasters that were like, a pack of three of these were like 75 cents. And so I was very, very like I was kind of like sad about it. But at the same time, I was kind of grateful because I was always worried about like the youth when it came down to Halloween and like just worried. And so I'm glad that like it wasn't as prevalent because the way that people drive over here, I don't think it would be safe to have like 30 trick-or-treaters trying to like all get candy. You know what I'm saying? It says no costumes, take me back, Mother America. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the things that made me feel kind of bummed out. And I was like, oh man, like that sucks. But yeah. So another thing is small talk. I miss having small talk with people because I don't know the language over here just yet. Um I find that like I don't really ask anybody like, "Oh, how's your day?" Like, "How's business been?" Like, can you point me to where the pasta is? Like, I know that's not small talk, that's a question, but small talk is something that like it leads to good conversations, which leads to friendships. And so I find that it is a little bit harder, but with any country, and I think that most people will understand this, but when you go to a different country, yes, Larry, I was about to say that too. But when you go to a different country, it's like you're gonna have to understand, like, unless you know that language, you're going to be in a position where you're not able to really like, you're not able to really immerse yourself with the people yet. You have more learning to do. Yeah, small talk is an American thing. Yeah, and speaking of what Larry said, there is no Thanksgiving. Like, we're gonna go, and when I say we, it's like me and my family that we have here. We're gonna go to like a really big supermarket in the center of like where we live, not in the center, but like kind of where we are, and try to figure out if we can find Thanksgiving items like ingredients for stuffing. We can't find a turkey, so the best we could find was turkey breast. And so we're just gonna make the best of that. And I'm gonna make a video about that though, and I'm gonna show you what Thanksgiving is like in Albania. And but I can say that Christmas is a very big thing. For this country to be very like Muslim based and like they're more of an Islamic country, this country does Christmas like no other. Like they had Christmas stuff out back in August. Primal, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, you're making me blush. Stop. I'm trying not to smile. um so, okay, Primal, all right. Listen, Primal, you're getting all of the attention today. Thank you so much. Um, so yeah, holidays are something to get used to, and yeah, and small talk, like Larry said, it's an American thing. Next thing is diversity. America is very, especially like in New York, like the East Coast, we are known for having so much diversity. And I like the fact that we're at 4.7K likes. Thank you. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going because we have about 10 minutes. So this will be my last topic of the night. It says culture will always follow wherever you go. You always bring a little America. Yeah. Yes, that's true, Larry. That's very true. So, the thing about it is diversity. America is known for being very, very diverse. Now, what people do with that diversity, we can maybe say something else with that. But You can't deny that when you walk into a grocery store, you will see, oh, thank you so much, Primal. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You are just being so sweet today. Thank you. I do appreciate everybody who contributes and decides to gift. Like, trust me, it's never mandatory, but it's always appreciated. Oh, thank you. I think Primal just wants to see me blush. Oh, when you do the kissy face, I gotta blow a kiss. So, to you. So, anyway, so when you think about diversity, like I said, when you go into a grocery store, you will be able to see all kinds of people, depending on where you live, right? But you know that you will always see at least more than one race in that store. Here, I have not really seen any other people other than Albanian people. I haven't, I think when I was, because we first started in a hotel and then oh, thank you, MJ. I appreciate it. How are you? Hearts to you. I appreciate it. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. I got to give you 5 kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you so much. So, when you are in Albania or any part of Europe, like I said, when we first started off, we were in a hotel, and then that's when we got an apartment. And so with that, I think I only saw one person from East Asia. And then even when it comes down to the people who you think would be foreigners, because a lot of the foreigners in the United States either were manual laborers or most of them had their own business, like selling food and things like that, or certain types of services. There's like Albanians wherever you go, and it's not like, oh, they're Asian Albanian or they're Spanish Albanian. Like, they are Albanian. You know what I mean? But I can say what has helped me is that hello, Edgar, how are you? Welcome to the room. What I can say is that we're at 5.2k likes. Thank you. Let's get them up. Every time you're in here, go ahead and hit that heart or that like. Go ahead and do that. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. So what I can say is that the second common language that's spoken here is Italian, because when you're in Albania, like if you see where it is on the map, Italy's like right across the water. Some people say it's across the Adriatic Sea, but I think there's another sea. It's like I don't want to say Ionic Sea because I'm gonna get my geography wrong, but it's like right across the way. Like I know when people go to Bari in Italy, if you have like really strong binoculars, you can see where Albania starts. And especially when you go to coastal towns, like I think Dora is, if you have really strong binoculars, you'll see where Italy starts. So it's very interesting. But luckily, I am learning how to speak Italian. So that's another way that I can communicate with people. I know downstairs, or not downstairs directly, but one of the restaurants I like to go to, that man speaks Italian. So I always talk to him and order my food in Italian so that he and I can communicate. It's all about just getting out of your comfort zone and immersing yourself in that language. And I want to let people know that the lack of diversity does not equal, thank you, Larry, Adriatic Sea. You're right. Larry, you are just my Google right now. Thank you. You're like my chat GBT or whatever it is, my Google Gemini. Thank you. So I want to let people know that when you move out of the country, a lack of diversity does not equal danger. Don't feel like, oh, just because you're the only person of your race in that country, that something's wrong with you or that you're in danger. Now, of course, you just use common sense wherever you go, but just make sure that you're not letting that lack of diversity prevent you from, it says, I cheated. I looked it up on a map. Larry, I'm shocked at you. But so like I was saying, the lack of diversity does not equal danger. And I wouldn't want someone to go to a different country and then feel like, oh, well, something's wrong because there's barely any people that look like me or look like the people that I'm used to seeing. Because people are going all over the world. People are going to Thailand. People are going to China. People are going to Spain. People are going to South Africa. And it's like, it's not about who looks like you. It's about what you want to experience. And there's nothing wrong if you decide to go back to a country that maybe you're from, like if you're of Italian descent and you go back to Italy, there's nothing wrong with being around people who are of your same culture. So there's nothing bad. But just know that like it may be a little intimidating because people may not look like you or talk like you or even dress like you, which will be our topic for tomorrow, because that's very, very important. I learned a very, very valuable lesson. So stay tuned. Make sure you are hitting the follow button, because I cannot wait to tell you guys about that tomorrow, guys and girls. But it's about really just looking beyond what you're used to and saying, hey, like, I'm here to learn something. And a lot of times with us Americans, we're so prideful, or yeah, I can only say for Americans because that's the only English speaking country I came from. But I can only say that like we are very prideful, and because we've had a lot of opportunities, we feel that we don't need to learn anything else. We feel like, oh, everything, that is given to us there is all we need to know. But there is a big life outside of this. And like, I hope that with these next lives and the content that you see, that you're able to really learn from it. Because it's not about saying, I left the country, like you're stuck there, I'm over here. It's about seeing that there is a life beyond what you're used to, and that it is very well possible for you to go wherever you want. And I'm sure there's plenty of other people talking about how to get to whatever country that you want to get to. Larry, I do want to go back to your comment about going to going to Japan. And I think that's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful idea. And anyone else who's watching, if you do have a country in mind and you're like, oh, I want to go to this place, I want to go to that place. Or even if you're from somewhere else and you want to come to America, like I said, there's so many other things you can learn. There's so many experiences that you can gain, and it is well worth it. It is so worth it. And don't be afraid. You're never ever alone. And of course, if anybody ever wanted to DM me privately regarding like how to actually do the process, like the paperwork and what you need, and just help you along with your research. I can't do it for you, but I would help you, and just be that emotional support. Because again, you have a lot of people telling you what to do, but there's very few people that are going to sit there and be like, well, let me sit there while you're processing it. Because there's a lot of mental work that you have to do, as well as physical, like paperwork and things like that. But I am at my time. It is 8 p.m. I'm going to try to hop on another live. You might see the red ring around because I may just be nosy and go to somebody else's live. So just keep a lookout on that. But I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and shout out to, I'm so sorry if I said this person's name wrong. Oh, no, I got it right here. Okay, so MJ, thank you so much. Primal, thank you so much. Larry, thank you so much. Like, you were the first one in the room. I definitely appreciate it. I definitely like the fact that y'all are coming here and just asking questions, because it's important. We're all here to help each other. So I hope y'all have a great rest of your evening. Go ahead and get some food, do something nice, and remember that your self-care is very, very important. All right. Have a good night, and bye.